You seemed pretty dialed in tonight. 6 innings, no walks. How'd you feel?
Felt great. Had a good command today, getting ahead of hitters, and all my stuff was working. So just going out there, trusting my stuff, filling up the zone, and worked in my favor today.
How much of a difference or not does it make pitching with a lead?
It just gives you a little more, more confidence, knowing that you got run support and you can put the ball in play, which is probably, as a pitcher, is like more so strikeouts, but letting the defense work and get ahead. Trust your stuff, put it in the zone, let the defense work. So more so confidence when you get ahead and get a run support. So just getting ahead.
It seems like mechanically you were at your best. Though, what did you do differently today compared to your last start?
Yeah, I mean, we've been trying to figure things out mechanically. My fastball hasn't been good lately, obviously since the beginning of the season. So I kind of just dove back into last year's stuff and kind of just went back to my old mechanics. And it seems like the past start or two, my fastballs had a little more life, a little more jump, and the separation between all my pitches is, especially today, it's been seen. It made my slider a lot better, it made my changeup, curveball a lot better because the fastball was getting on them and getting the hop that I needed. So it seems like a lot of positives coming out of today, but although it was good today, and you gotta keep it going and bring it into the next start.
You benefited from the runs. I'd like to know how did you feel when Vogelbach hit that home run? He needed it.
Yeah, very happy for him. Obviously, it's been a little tough stretch for him, so him coming out and doing what he did. I mean, keep it going into the next game, and let's get it going.
You mentioned looking back at last year's stuff. What was the mechanical adjustment that you noticed?
Just more so getting north-south with my mechanics over my front leg. More so I've been like a little east-west, and I fall over and my ball starts to sink down. So I mean, being able to get the ball riding and going up in the zone, these flyouts, swings and miss, and it allows my breaking stuff to be a lot more effective.
You got ahead of a lot of hitters tonight and put them in defensive counts. How much did that help?
Yeah, obviously when you get ahead in counts, it makes life a lot easier as a pitcher. You got a lot more options to work with. So, I mean, that's when I'm at my best, is when I'm getting ahead of hitters and put pressure on them and not pressure on myself. So, like I said, keep it going, start to start, get it going.
After the last one in Pittsburgh, Tyler, how good did that feel? How bad did you want to come through with a good performance tonight?
Yeah, not just for myself, but for this team. Obviously, we're going through a tough stretch, but get it going in the right path. Obviously, I start the tempo and I start the pace of the game and I set the tone. So, obviously, after Pittsburgh, very frustrated with myself and wanted to come out.
With that fifth inning, it seems like you maybe lost a little bit of that command. What was the key to just getting it kind of back going and striking out those two batters?
Yeah, when I got 3-0 to DeYoung, I definitely felt myself pulling off and going a little east to west, and I was, arm was dragging, and I was trying to get it back over the plate and cutting the ball. So just told myself just try to literally, shoot my arm towards the catcher and get, like I said, north to south, and get behind the ball. And after that, it seemed like my ball started coming on straight, not cutting, yanking. So just making small adjustments, being able to pick up on that instantly, it's big.
How big was that mentally for you just to get through that one? Dominic was warming and obviously it could have spiraled, but just to get through that, then obviously to
that's kind of been my problem throughout this year, is when innings go sideways, is snowballing, and I need to be able to pick up on those obviously mistakes that I'm doing and mechanics and whatnot, and get back into the game, get back into the strike zone, and not let it spiral out of control. And I think that's probably going to be one of the biggest things for me this year, is when things go sideways, is how I'm going to react and bear down and get it done.
Seemed like your week off seemed to pay off. How did it feel?
Thought we played a really good game. We've just back-to-back really good games that we've played, and I think that we all know what we're capable of as a team, and it's nice to put together a couple good games there, and hopefully we can build off of it and keep going in the direction that we all know we can in here.
Take us through the home run, no doubt. Could you talk about it?
Yeah, I just got a good pitch over the middle of the plate and was able to put a good swing on it and keep it fair down the line.
Could you talk about how much mental work helped you the last few days?
I just was more of a be able to work on my swing and really credit to Barnes and Hinsky that took the time to put the work in with me, come in on off days when they have families, and really be willing to put the time in when they don't have to. And I think that's credit to the type of people that we have around here and how much people care for each other, and I think it shows how everybody wants the ultimate goal of the same thing, and that's to do whatever we can to win that night.
Did you feel like something clicked with the work that you did before tonight?
Yeah, I felt good. I felt good a few games, going the Barrios game against the Blue Jays, and I felt good, and just some things didn't fall the way that they could have fallen. I didn't produce the way that I could have produced, and at the end of the day, the name of the game is winning, and if I'm not going to do my part to help the team win, then somebody else can. So that's why you put in the work and you do what you can to help this team win. And for me, it's to have good at bats, hit the ball hard, and drive the baseball and RBIs.
Daniel, why was now the right time for you to come back to the lineup, or why was the right time for you to? Why do you think you were able to help the team win now again?
That's not my decision. I come to the field every day, and I always say that there's certain things that you can control, and the two things you can control every day is how you go about your business and the type of teammate that you are. And I come to the field every day and work hard and put the work in that needs to be put in, and when the game starts, whether you're in the game or you're not, you're the same person. And when you're in the lineup, you do what you can to help the team win, and when you're not, you do what you can to help the team win. And Buck felt like it was right for me to play today, and I was able to run into a ball, but we scored 6 runs. I only drove in 1. We had really good at bats up and down the lineup, and Megill threw the heck out of the ball, and we won 2 games in a row. So that's the ultimate thing. This isn't about me, or this isn't about a break that I took or me hitting a home run tonight. This is about us playing 2 good games in a row.
From a team standpoint, you guys get 3 runs in the first inning, a lot of good 2 out at bats. And how much pressure does that take off, and how much pressure does that put on your opponent?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it starts with Nimmo. You feel like the guy never has a bad at bat. He makes it hard on the pitcher every single time, and it's contagious. Marte is doing what everybody knows that Marte is capable of doing, and it just keeps going. I think it shows credit to when you have the best home run hitter in the big leagues that isn't in our lineup right now, and you got guys that just slide in and have good at bats and keep scoring runs and passing the baton to the next guy. I just think that shows the type of guys that we have in this clubhouse. It's very easy to feel sorry for yourselves on the way we haven't been playing, and when you lose a guy like Pete, you can just feel sorry for yourself and talk about why things happen to us. But I think that we are finding ways to punch back until instead of waiting for something to happen. The past couple of days, we made something happen, and I think that that's a credit to the guys in this clubhouse.
Buck had mentioned how it can be difficult to experiment in game. Is there anything to be said for just the preparation off the field and how that can help maybe click in, being away and not having to kind of go through that in a game?
Yeah, absolutely. The big leagues is hard. There's not a higher level of baseball than this level. Guys get paid a lot of money to get people out, and sometimes when you're searching for things, it's not a good place to do it when you're facing a guy on the mound. So when you're able to just work in the cage and clear your mind and be able to experiment things and maybe try things that you wouldn't try before, it definitely helps. But the ultimate thing is when you get back on the field, there's no more experimenting or trying. It's competing and finding a way. Nobody really cares how you feel. The pitcher doesn't care if you feel good in the box, your mechanics are good or not. You just have to go out there and compete. And I firmly believe that you go through ups and downs. Sometimes the ups are a lot shorter than the downs. But I think that you know, when you played this game for a little bit, if you keep going the way you're going, you look up at the end of this season and your numbers, you know, will be where they want to be.
Tommy, you drove in 2 key runs, and how good was it to help the offense win tonight?
It's always good, you know, when you feel like you contributed to help the team win. Seeing my work in the cage pay off in the game, that's even bigger for me.
Tommy, I remember during spring training you said you were planning not to be a fourth outfielder, and now you're playing every day. Tell me how it feels now to be hitting the ball, you're playing every day.
Yeah, that's the nature of this game. You know, you're constantly trying to prove naysayers wrong. You know, and that was just my mindset going into the season. You know, I talked earlier today about, you know, even the games I'm not playing, I still prepare like I am playing. That way, when my name's called upon, I feel like I'm already ready.
Tommy, the first inning, a lot of good at-bats, but particularly Brady, you had big 2-out hits. Can you talk about your approach there?
Nicholas, I've had trouble against him going into this game. I don't know what it is. He's a great guy, a competitor. I play with him. Going into this game, I just never really had success off of him. He pretty much owned me. And just luck, you know, I hit a CNI single through the infield hole because, you know, they shifted the shortstop too much. So, you know, right now, anybody in the game will take it because this game, it never evens out. You know, you have way more hard hit outs than lucky hits.
Tommy, you've been around a long time, but still feel good to have a big night like that against a former team.
I have a ton of respect for the Cardinal organization. A lot of those coaches, you know, they brought me up or they coached me through the minors. Willie McGee, he's one of my biggest fans. I love him. He believed in me since, you know, he saw me in AA. Pop, the third base coach, I had him in AA, AAA. Stubby Clapp, just a lot of those guys were some of my biggest supporters. So I don't have a bad thing to say because, you know, they truly believed in me.
Could you take us what it was like in the dugout when Vogelbach hit that home run?
We all were excited for him, you know, because, you know, when you see a guy grinding like the way he has and to have some success like that, it's just, you know, a huge relief off of all of us. So we're just kudos to Bogey.
All right. 2-out RBIs. How big are those for a team? Both of your singles were 2-outs.
I didn't really realize that till now. 2-out RBIs crush an opposing team. You know, it's kind of demoralizing because you're so close. You're close to getting out of the inning. Then bam, it prolongs it. So we need them.